The Sims 4 Royalty and Legacy is out and things are already looking up for me. I apologize if this may make it seem like I'm here to review the actual product. I am not. Things are looking up for me as a person who uses mods. That's what I mean. If you are new here, this is my ThePenMaster.Animation page where I am trying to make animation or animated stories using The Sims and other games that I can play and other animated games like it, but unfortunately for now all I can run on my PC is The Sims. So for now most of what I am making my stories with is The Sims 4, and I started unfortunately a few years back, ran into 2 viruses, 2 crashes for my game, losing my saves, losing my already recorded videos and audio, and I started from scratch so many times. I am praying that this time, as I've already gone back to it, I will have better luck and maybe hopefully be able to finish one of the 1,000 projects I have stored on my laptop. Back to the video in just a second. I want to share with you that this video is sponsored by you. If you care to support me on YouTube, you can like the video and comment your thoughts and ideas, hit the subscribe button and become a follower of the channel. The aim is to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. You can even go a step further and join the Patreon as a free member or join any of the 3 tiers I have available. Despite the perks of the tiers, all movies and seasonal shows that I would be making would be made available for both Patreon and YouTube members. There's always going to be content for your entertainment. Now, back to the video. One of the things I am making in my animated stories has to do with royalty, and it was a surprise when I saw The Sims 4 was coming out with the royalty and legacy expansion pack. So what made me excited to see that notification wasn't the fact that I would have anything to play with, because I honestly do not remember the last time I used an expansion pack for what it was intended for. The thing I realized is that when expansion packs come out, or even kits, some creators, some modders decide to start making mods, CCs, accessories, even animations based on that expansion pack or kit. So to see that Royalty and Legacy was going to come out, I was thinking to myself that finally, maybe I would get some new clothes, some different eras, because I'm not really sure about the outfits I have now and even the lots, what made them come about, because I'm sure some creators will make it just for the sake of it, but there's a lot of them that I'm sure had a pack before that caused them to make it. I just can't remember the name. I think it had something to do with medieval times, but I can be wrong. Now, back to this expansion pack. There are some things I'm hoping to see as I'm working on my series and my movies, my animated stories all together, and one of the first things are lots. Castles, palaces, nobility homes. I need some place that dukes can live in, duchesses. I have that. I have a lot already, or I used to. Like I mentioned before, I lost a lot of my CC. And unfortunately, some of that CC, I still have not been able to recover the specific thing that I lost. I had a palace for a series I was writing that was so gorgeous. I'm talking, the creator warned about textures. They said, oh, this is highly textured. You would need X and Y. So I got X and Y. God bless this laptop that is trying for me. It was a lot to run. The laptop fan was going crazy. But it was one of the few textured items I have on my Sims that actually showed texture. I'm talking when the sun was rising as I was recording. I was trying to record a scene of, you know, when they have those still shots of areas before you switch scenes to maybe someone talking or someone doing something. I was trying to record a shot of the castle as it went from night to dawn to afternoon, and the sparkle on this palace was remarkable. I am so pissed because even till now, I still cannot seem to find that lot. I feel like I'm insane. I feel like I'm going crazy. But that's one of the few things that I wish, that I'm hoping that because of this pack, more modders will start making lots. And of course, I'm saying I hope, but I've already seen a few. I think a few days ago, I saw a royal estate with no CC and CC build on YouTube. I haven't watched that video yet, but I saved it to watch for later, to see if it's something that I can get and run. As of now, I am trying to be less CC heavy. So the only CCs I can put in my mod folder are the ones that I'm currently going to use for the animation I'm recording, just so that the sim can load without problems. I'm so happy that at least this is coming out, and I'm hoping for more. One of my problems with the castles and palaces and a lot of the lots that I got is that some of them are very CC heavy. I get a lot of CC lots, but sometimes the CC refuses to run with the Sims. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if it's damaged because I have Curse Forge, but even when I have it, I check the CC and it says it's fine, but I run the Sims and the Sim is like, error, delete X and Y. I've had to delete entire CCs that came with a lot, so the lot is basically now empty. And I've lost the design, I've lost everything, just because most of them are from 2016, 2017, the houses I've been using. Some are 2020, and some of the CCs they use are from other creators that made those CC in 2016 and so forth. So I'm hoping that with the royalty and legacy, the newer builds that are being made will be easier to handle even if they have heavy CC, because I'm hoping that if you're building something now, everything is going to run on the Sims now as I play it. I don't know why that keeps happening to me with old CC, but I'm really hoping that the lots that come out this time can be run without me losing build items. And as I mentioned before, I'm really hoping to see more than just castles and palaces. I've been hoping to just turn Windenburg into a royal space, having villages, because I have a few village lots where they built an entire village into a 50 by 50 lot. I have a cathedral. I'm hoping that more come out. I want houses for dukes and duchesses. I want marketplaces. So I'm hoping that this pack just allows more and more people to create more and more things that would help me complete my series and my movies. Now for clothing, female and male, I have a lot of CC on the female side, which is very unfortunate because I'm trying to make a series with a queen and a king, and the queen has so many outfits to change into. She has night dresses. I think I saw an evening dress some weeks back. I hadn't seen that before. And then a dressing gown and a riding habit. But then you come to the king, you come to the prince, you come to the 7th males and the CC. I don't know if I've heard that Sims 4 is heavily marketed towards the ladies. I'm not really sure how true that is, because I've watched a lot of male creators, but sometimes I feel like it's true because of CC. The amount of times I've tried to find something for a guy and it's so easy to find it for a lady is staggering. Especially now that I'm trying to make royalty. When it comes to skin, accessories, hair, it's just so easy to find ladies than it is to find guys. I'm not saying the guys don't exist, but it took me a long time to find creators that are solely centered towards guys and also make good CC. But now with the royalty, I have a king who's just repeating the same outfit. Why my idea is to change them over and over again. I can't find hairstyles for this guy that would fit the idea I have, but I could find hairstyles for the queen and the princess. When it comes to the butler, everything looks the same. I know that they mostly dress the same, but even my female maids have varieties in their uniform that I could choose. Okay, this is what I want this house female maids to look like, and this is what I want the next house female maids to look like. But with the males, they all have to look the same, and all is just changing color. No difference in outfit, no difference in texture, and that also affects the king. The king is just changing colors with his uniform. Now, if it's on me, if it's a me thing, please comment below where I can find the CCs for this, which is why I'm really hoping that this pack brings more CCs for the guys, because royalty will include guys as well. I'm hoping modders do pay some attention to male Sims, giving them hairstyles maybe that match those little wigs that they used to wear. I am in no way going to be historically accurate in anything I'm doing, but at least I want them to have the variety that the ladies have. And when we come to the ladies, I have a lot of gowns and I have a few modders that I look to have these gowns. I have this jewelry, I have some shoes. The shoes are really my problem with ladies and guys. I don't know if it's just where I'm looking, but I always have heels or sandals, but I wanted those little shoes that I've been seeing on TV to see if I could put them in, but I only have one pair and I haven't found. Okay, no, I have a few pairs, but not too much, not even more than 5. Am I sounding greedy? Maybe. But yeah, I have a few creators I could trust for the ladies and a few less than the ladies I could trust for men. They are there, but I'm hoping that with the introduction of this royalty pack, there is going to be more to choose from, more styles, more eras, just to make different houses. I can have them have different styles. That's my idea. If one house is wearing ball gowns as a normal style, another house is wearing, think of Bridgerton style clothes, that's their style, that's their country. Their country, that's what royalty and girls would wear, things that are not too big, more fitted to the body, something like that. That's the idea I have. And I'm also hoping for clothes for different social statuses. Once I think I saw I've forgotten what the gown was called, but if I find the name, I'm going to post a picture of the name and the gown right here. I'm hoping to see more of that because I know that sometimes what a queen would wear, a duchess may not wear, and what a duchess would wear, a common woman would not wear. I'm also hoping for clothes for little children. I tried to make a village once, and it was a farming village. I couldn't find clothes for the ladies. I used medieval clothes for the guys. But the children, I couldn't exactly find a lot of things to make them different within that village. And also in the case of dresses, I also want different types of royalty to be represented in the clothes that are made. Now this is where I have to say that all I can do is hope. So that's why this video is going out. So in case anyone is a model, maybe you are going to be inspired, but I'm hoping for different types of royalty: Greek, Egyptian, Nigerian, which is my country. I have a lot of love for royalty. I'm talking about big beads and the fans. When I was in service, we had this thing where we had to dress up as a royalty from a particular culture within Nigeria. And I sat in that seat seeing so many cultures that I have never come across before. But that's what I mean when I say I'm hoping that someone takes a very big interest in making, let me not put it as only Nigeria, African-centered old school royalty. That kind of royalty, outfits, accessories, just a variety, even fantasy. I'm hoping to have a fantasy series, so I'm hoping even fantasy related royalty gets a CC. And although this is something that I don't do often, it's something I really hope to be able to start, which is accessorizing. There was a time when I could put cloaks on people while they're wearing a gown. A lot of times in The Sims, accessories would not match well with the outfit you have under, but I don't mind as long as I have the accessory and it doesn't give me this question mark. Cloaks, gloves that I can wear bangles on, I can wear rings on, corsets, things like that. I'm hoping joins the CC with this pack. And for the guys, again, I don't even know specifically what CC I want apart from the wigs, the hair, the ring, a sword, maybe knight armor. Anyway, I guess the short of it is I just want a lot of everything for my male and female CCs so that I can enjoy making my series and shooting and recording with just a lot of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful CCs to work with. The final part of my hope and dreams that this pack will bring to me is animations. I rely heavily on animations, and I have a few animators that have helped me making this my royalty-centered series, royalty-centered movies. They have helped a lot because they have animated things like a curtsy, they've animated the butlers, they've animated dances, they've animated drinking, I think it's tea, pouring the tea, drinking the tea. So helpful, but I'm not gonna lie, I need more. It was my desire when I started this hope of creating a Sim 4 series that I'll be able to make my own animations no matter how much work I had to put in to learn rigging and whatever goes into making Sims 4 animations. I really hope that I could make my own animations so that I could have the scene flow how I want, from standing to sitting, from standing to moving to a particular part in the room, be more expressive as we talk. And as I stand now, there are many scenes I have to skip or change because I do not have the animation to make that scene come to life. And the animation either doesn't exist or I cannot pay for it. I'm managing myself as it is. So all I can do now is hope that I will get a chance in the future to start doing my own stuff. But for now, beggars cannot be choosers, but we can still make a wish list. So this is what this entire video is. It's a wish list of all I'm hoping can come true so that I can also make a lot of comfortable progress in my animated stories. So let me just list some animations I hope would come. Servant animations, cleaning windows with specific time period tools, dressing the bed, helping brush hair, helping someone get dressed, stuff like that. Bathing. I recorded a scene not too long ago, and I'm so grateful that I could find at least one animation that would just help me with this scene, and it was a bathing scene. I got the bathtub, I got the water on it, but I wish there was more different styles of bathing. You know, scrubbing the hands, scrubbing the legs, bathing and talking. I don't have that. Servants pouring something into the bath. It was a scene I had, but I had to make it look like it happened off screen because she was supposed to pour milk into the bath, but there's no animation, or at least none that I know of, that you can show somebody holding a jug and tipping something in. I don't necessarily care if something comes out. I don't know if that could be done, but I really was hoping to find something like that, and I didn't. While I mentioned the dancing, I think I would like more animations because as of now, I only have one or two few animated dances for my Regal or my Royal Sims. But watching shows like The Gilded Age and Bridgerton and Queen Victoria, I know that there are a lot of dances that come together. I know there are a lot of dances, and I hope that I can have more in the future. And more etiquette animations. What I mean by that is maybe somebody setting up the table and then somebody eating at the table, eating and talking, using a fork and a knife, drinking tea different ways, maybe standing, sitting, walking around with a teacup, something. And umbrellas. I was trying to make a scene where two of my royals were walking with umbrellas and talking to each other, or having the servant hold an umbrella over their head as they spoke. I couldn't find a lot of animations with umbrellas unless the person was giving somebody an umbrella, holding somebody under an umbrella, crying under an umbrella, little talking, holding an umbrella. And the umbrellas, I'm hoping for things like parasols, all those fancy umbrellas, even a fan, talking with a fan. A lot of talking, a lot of standing, a lot of sitting, a lot of moving, a lot of things. So that is basically all I have in hopes for this particular expansion pack. I've watched the trailer and I've seen some things that I find interesting and I would not mind having. I think I've seen someone putting powder on a face, someone taking measurements for a dress. I haven't had the chance to use it yet to see how it all works, but if anyone has, please let me know if that's actually a thing that I can get done, because even if the movements are a bit erratic, I would like to have that. I would like to have the care for set where I can have someone putting makeup on somebody, taking measurements to make a dress. It would really help my story. So if that animation is actually functioning in the pack, let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.